last time on the Titans of Alterra. Orang the Fellhammer. He has united all of the orc tribes.
All of them?
More than 100,000 orcs.
Whoa.
The Urdan need to unite to face them. With the four of you, the Masters of Shade can take us south to the World Bridge.
Urdan, we gather here today not as clans,
I am Orang.
but as one people,
Let me give you a prophecy.
fighting for our lives and our children's lives.
Unless you bow to Orang,
Fight with honor, fight with strength,
we will destroy you all.
and we will survive.
This is my only act of mercy.
We are Urdan True.
True, 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 true. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Titans of Alterra, a 5th edition actual play podcast for gamers of all ages. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Joshua. Going around the table, we have
Joan.
Dolphin.
Winnie.
Relnor.
everybody's here. We're going to jump into it.
Woo.
So, we are at the Urdan camp.
We being...
Joan and, we, the audience, are
okay.
We are at the Urdan camp. And, just setting the scene here.
Okay.
But, thank you.
I want to know where I'm at. I just want to make sure.
Relnor, Abram has come to you with the names of several Euro Urdan.
Okay.
Who really distinguished themselves in the combat.
Okay.
And he's asked that you give them some kind of recognition or title or some kind of just to help bring morale into the troops. Obed thinks it's ridiculous that fighters should just fight because they're fighters. Warriors are just warriors. But Abram really thinks that it will help embolden the troops if they feel like they have their own Euro Urdan heroes amidst them.
Okay. Hold on.
So,
I've got to look something up.
Joan, what are you doing during this kind of downtime? Dolphin's off navigating to get some reconnaissance. What are you doing?
Probably doing some grammar primers with the Sturden.
Okay.
They've come a long way.
All of them, or do you see them in chunks?
Oh, chunks. Small group is really best.
Okay.
Right now, I'm working with
They probably
the
have different
remedial group.
Okay. How do you kind of split them up into different groups? Do you are there units basically? They're combat units divvied up by skill level of
Yes.
grammar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So how would you?
We're starting to work on arithmetic now too.
Okay.
Like the ones who've gotten the grammar down.
Okay.
Ooh, math.
Yeah.
So how do you differentiate between the different units?
What do you mean?
Do you have different titles for them, different names for the different skill levels?
Are some of them differentiated yet? No, I'm just kidding.
They are named after different.
You have your AP unit and your diff unit.
No, I don't like to put labels that denote ability level on them because I don't want those who struggle to feel
less
than.
Okay.
So they each have
Just being honest.
different predators.
Oh, okay. Like what?
Like the tigers,
Ooh.
the lions, the grizzlies.
Do they also have colors?
No.
The
So it's like a food chain.
No, they're all predators.
Predators eat predators.
Yeah, but it's not a food chain of intelligence. It's randomly assigned.
What's the most advanced group predator?
I can't tell you because then I would be denoting them based on ability level.
So you're not going to deploy them based on ability level?
No.
Okay, great.
Well,
There's no
in regards to
definition.
grammar, I'm not going to deploy them based on ability level.
Okay, but combat
Fighting
skills.
abilities, duh.
Okay.
Useless world of sensitivity.
But some people are better at grammar, and some people are better at fighting, and some people are really good at both, and some people aren't good at either.
Okay.
Heyo.
Did you finish with Joan?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just wondering how many fighters were brought to me.
Oh, yes, less than 10.
How many? You can pick a number.
5.
Perfect.
You're telling the dungeon master he can pick a number.
You can pick number.
I mean, we did
I think
last
his
week when
command
we were
is
like
going to his head.
1 to
Because
10, Josh.
here's the
What's
deal.
the-
I only had 10 medals on my
That was 2 weeks ago.
jacket.
Oh,
3 weeks
okay,
ago.
okay.
So I needed it to be less than 10.
Oh,
Because I'm going to
cute.
take 5 of my medals and bestow them upon the 5 fighters.
Ceremonially.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have a quick little...
Awesome.
It makes so much sense after he explains it.
Yeah.
Just trust me. Most of everything I do makes sense. I'm going to go with that. You all owe me that much. Everything I do makes sense.
It does.
Sure. To you,
Nobody can see the faces that everyone in the room is making at me right now. So moving on.
I'm just
right.
smiling really big.
are you at his bequeathing ceremony?
No,
Okay, great. So
I am not at the ceremony.
Speech.
yeah, go ahead and give us a little speech, and then roll me a charisma.
And
your
they were
choice.
specifically for showing courge in combat.
Yes.
Okay.
And skill. These are guys that
They distinguished themselves.
yes, they held the line on their own. They defeated more orcs than anyone else. They
Okay.
saved a certain amount of people. Yeah. So in one way or another, each of these 5.
And you
have-
wanted charisma? What did you say? Charisma?
Yeah, but you gotta give a speech first.
Yeah, no, I know.
Any charisma you want. Yeah.
In recognition of your bravery and cunning in combat, I bestow upon you these medals. Wear them proud. You've earned them. And what is my best charisma?
I'll say one of them.
No.
One of them is a young shepherd
Unless you're
as well.
proficient, all your charisma's gonna be the same.
Yeah, and I'm not proficient in them, and it's +0. So
Yeah, I remember that from before.
Just pick which charisma you want, and it'll just influence the flavor at which it's received. Sounded like
Strawberry charisma is my favorite.
like persuasion to me, but
yeah.
or performance if you're trying to seem grand.
No, persuasion definitely.
Cool.
Over
He is a
performance.
large
when
leader.
has Relnor ever tried to seem grand?
He's a big captain.
What'd you roll? I have
Yeah.
I have an idea for you.
Okay.
Put it on your phone and then tip it. Because your phone rolls better than you do. We learned that last time.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 3, which I think means I managed to poke 3 out of 5.
To each of the 5 guys who distinguish themselves and are getting a medal, it means a lot.
But you realize they don't speak your language.
No. No, like
So then there's like a 10-minute
Abram-
wait while we get a translator in.
No, Abram was there to translate. You're fine. And some of the troops were emboldened by it, but it wasn't like a sweeping gesture that's going to make a big difference.
Maybe the
So then I'm going to say, can I tell that the room is not very...
Yeah, no one's cheering. Like,
No one's cheering? Perfect.
no one's cheering.
So I'm going to say, let them know this is a really big deal in Lestrade, and I'd like to roll deception. Because I can't roll poorly twice in a row.
Or can you?
nothing emboldens troops like figuring out that their leader's trying to lie to them.
19.
Okay. After you say that, you communicate it's a really big deal in Lestrade. Several of them start to get like pats on the back and people being like, yeah. And several of them are kind of like, oh, like 'cause they don't have a great opinion.
The
of
weak humans north of the river think this is good.
So it's a mixed review, but better than before. So you're good.
Perfect. That's all I can shoot for.
But you know what?
Better
They're
than
alive,
before.
and a lot of that is thanks to your morale speech at the beginning.
Yeah, that's true. Because I'm not always good at talking. Unless we're talking about real life, then I am.
And
I just ran into my microphone when I said that.
Yeah, you're really good at talking in real life. He's not good
and
at
then
talking
you
in real
hear
life.
another horn blast, and you hear a screech from the sky,
And the flap of plasma wings.
and Dalphin descends on his stone hawk.
In his Stonehawk.
Yeah, sure, in your stone hawk to the ground.
He's right.
You can both see him. Neither of you are like there, so
I land and kind of stumble a little bit.
yeah, there are clearly big gashes and scratch marks along the stone, and you see several of the your urdan Stree coming forward, his secret service, and preceding them.
Thank you.
Preceding them is Relnor, with a few medals missing from his uniform.
All right, Captain. So I got some good news, some bad news. Which one would you like first? I'll give you the bad news first.
Okay.
bad news
Are
is-
you speaking in the loudspeaker from your
Yeah,
golem?
I'm still in the bird. Yeah.
Okay.
The bad news is they're on their way. The war has begun.
And there's anything that's possibly good news after that?
Yes.
And Joan shows up at that point.
Did you invite them early?
Not on purpose. It wasn't an invite. It was more of a challenge.
What did you learn through this whole golem process again?
I can fly.
He
Seems
can fly.
effective.
None of you can hear it, but there's a loud sigh inside Dalvin's head.
Seems like effective
The good
training.
news is they are down 1 Titan.
You killed a Titan.
Yes.
Awesome. It's only 150,000 to 30,000.
Whoa.
And
100,000.
They may have more Titans. We don't know.
How you feeling?
I don't feel great. It took pretty much all I had to take out that one.
Can I heal a golem? Is that a thing?
Let me
How do
check.
golems heal?
Yeah,
I was
how
going
do
to
they
ask.
regenerate?
Yeah.
The golem
I know how
stats.
they regenerate their
I
spirit
agree
points,
with the
but
rest of the party. That has now become pertinent information.
How do they regenerate
Immediately needed.
Hey, you know what?
Because you didn't give me hit dice
You
with,
could
the,
have
with
had
your
your tinker
paperwork.
there to fix it.
After a long rest, you can roll a d6, and if you roll a 5 or a 6, the golem recovers all its hit points during that
Okay,
long rest.
okay.
If you roll a 3 or a 4, the golem recovers half of its spirit
Oh,
points.
that's right. That's right. That wasn't there. Okay.
Yeah, I did write it down.
Good job.
I mean, at least you took out one Titan.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's all they had. I just don't know. I didn't stick around long enough to really get as much reconnaissance I would have liked.
No, Kelsey was saying that to Ricky.
Oh, okay. Yes.
That was a compliment. Take it.
It is probably the more useful than I've been the entire series so far.
No, not true.
You know
I haven't done a whole lot, guys.
so much laughter, Ricky.
I was
so
gonna
much
say,
laughter.
Sound effects. You saved Josh so much time finding sound effects.
Yeah.
Dude, you're learning. Like
You're in the polar
You get the
bear
participation
group.
medal.
Yeah, but we're not gonna tell you what polar bear means.
Yeah, PB.
Peanut butter.
Delphin,
and J.
Delphin, as happy as I am to have you back and as thankful as I am for you to have taken out that Titan, we still are outnumbered at least 2 to 1.
Yeah, and my Titan's pretty much useless right now. My golem is pretty much useless right now.
if they are on their way, then we only have a little time before they arrive.
I say we try and kill the leader.
That's a fine plan. This is Grey Tree, by the way.
Yep.
If it's ever level-headed, it's Grey Tree, just to be clear.
Perfect.
Fair enough.
What
very
What
military-minded.
do we know of orc tactics? Where would, if we wanted to say try to assassinate their leader, which I think we decided last time would make everybody real angry.
or no, none of our people have faced Orang in combat yet at this point.
Send a goat.
He could be at the front lines. He could be in the back planning as you did. But they will attack. If they attack like orcs, they will attack in full force to take us out in one blow as quickly as they can.
Question for Josh the DM. How long will it take him to get there?
I'm going to say like half a day.
Okay. Can I rest?
Long rest in there.
We can get a long rest in there?
6 hours.
Half a day is 6 hours?
Half a day is 12 hours. 6 hours is a long rest.
Duh.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, half a day, not like half the day light.
Wait, no, a long rest is 8 hours.
Sure. Yeah.
Whatever. You can fit in a long rest.
Cool.
For some people, it is, Eric.
Okay. So
For some of us,
I know we're still in
it's-
conversation,
I know, I
but after this
understand.
conversation, I'm going to long rest for sure.
Okay. Okay.
So, sorry, continue.
They are coming, and I don't remember what we were talking about.
We talked about killing Orang.
You were going to tell us what we should do.
Where's Orang going to be? How are we going to kill him?
It's impossible to know. He has not attacked us before. We only know that he has unified them all. And if they attack like the raiding parties, they will attack in full force.
Probably at night.
Try to take us as fast as possible. If they run towards us till they reach us, it will probably be in the evening.
Which works their advantage. Orcs see really good in the dark, but so do I.
You're still in the bird, aren't you?
Oh yeah, dude! I'm never leaving this thing again.
Elfin, you should probably go rest.
That's a good idea.
We'll fill
John,
you in on the plan.
I know you're not big on just killing things. Could you kill Orung?
What?
Like, you'd be the best one to assassinate Orung.
Why me?
'Cause you're in a giant stone goat.
Technically,
I'd do it, but I'm kind of useless.
Elfin, just technically, she's the worst one.
Excuse you?
How do you stealth a goat?
Why do you be stealth? Why do you guys think we need to hide these things? Let's just barrel in. No one can touch these things except for another Titan. Hope they don't have Titans. More Titans.
He has learned nothing.
I've learned plenty. They're saying that's the best way to do it.
Barrel in.
Probably one of your biggest secrets they now are super aware of.
They already know. That's what I mean. We're not like.
I know. I just remember we ended at the, like, when you showed up, Eric was like, and now they don't know we've got a bird titan, like bird golem. And so,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they would have known anyway. That Titan would have gone back and probably told them in monster language.
Except you killed it.
So,
Well, exactly, but then they still know because the land killed it around them.
so what you're telling me is, even though we have a second titan, it is of no use.
It's of use.
I mean, it's of use, but I don't know it's worth 50,000 orcs.
Is it worth one orc?
It is worth at least one orc, yes.
Then we can kill Orung with one golem.
It is hard
But
to
we don't
tell.
know where he is,
True.
and they're going to see either you coming.
True.
So that's probably not a great plan.
Well, you guys keep talking. I need to go
Wolf.
rest this thing.
Wolf seems kind of like he's been brooding for a while.
Okay.
And he speaks up. He says, "Why are we not considering the offer that Oren gave us? He gave us a chance for peace. Now we'll all die."
Wait, what? He gave you a chance for peace?
Yeah. He told us that our people, our villages and homes, and the leadership of them would be left to us. That we would have to go with him north. And I probably don't need to tell all of you that the Urdan have never favored the north. Perhaps this is our chance to take our fight to those above the river.
I don't know if they'll provide the help that you think they will.
He could be lying.
Well-
Who, Orong?
Yeah.
He's not lying about attacking us.
He's not wrong.
And if he kills all our people, then all of our families and homes will be destroyed.
He's not wrong either.
Yeah, that is a pretty. Yeah, when you have a choice between a unsure and a death, I'd probably go with the unsure.
But an army of over 200,000 moving north to fight the four kingdoms.
Can I talk to Archimedes real quick?
Sure.
Archimedes, can you talk to what's the other one's name?
Artemis?
Artemis,
You want me to talk to Art?
if you can.
I'm too weak.
Okay,
I can't extend myself any further.
understandable.
Dang it.
Well,
Wolf says, "So? What'll it be?"
this is a decision best for made by better minds. I'm gonna go rest.
Yup.
Noped right out of that one.
Staying true to brand. So helpful.
Oh.
So what do I roll?
A
D6?
Yeah. It's in the description of
I know. I just didn't read it yet.
You roll 6?
5.
5, nice.
That means
Okay.
full health back.
Full spirit points recharge. Yeah.
Way to go.
And health?
Ricardo.
Yeah.
What do your prophecies say about this enemy? What do they say he's here to do?
And this is Grey Tree now.
Yeah.
The prophecy speaks of a light that spreads and illuminates the world, unless a shadow rises to provide shade.
And I mean, there is no answer. It's
Fight.
yeah. I mean, we can just fight because we're supposed to, but there's not.
Or because it's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not like if we just do this, that'll work.
What if we say, like, we can't let them spread more terror to more lands? We have to do what's best for the
Who has
world.
good persuasion?
Is Joan
Not
saying
me.
that?
No, I'm telling him to say it because I don't have good persuasion.
Neither does he.
He's captain. I'm not.
Zero charisma.
Yeah, but I've got no more medals. Well, I've got half my medal.
You want to give everybody a medal and make them love you?
So, Joan, you see Relnor drowning.
I'm still rocking. I'm rocking that 3 that I rolled.
In uncertainty. Wolf thinks that you should accept Orang's offer.
That's so out of
If
character
that's even a
for him.
possibility anymore.
And see, that's the thing is, I feel like
Let me ask you. You say it's out of character. What makes you say that?
Well, the like, oh, let's conquer the North thing wasn't out of character, but the like, let's just surrender. Seems very out of character.
But it's
for
not
Wolf.
just, let's just surrender. It's like, we're going to die.
Yeah,
like
and he's
you-
like, we're
like-
gonna die, and also I'd rather.
To him, this is the only way to save his people.
I don't know. I feel like we're supposed to have this war, but
We are.
I don't have a good answer as to why we couldn't.
I don't think we need to answer why we couldn't. I think we need to answer why we should.
Or how you should.
Yeah, and I feel like okay, he's a big bad guy coming in,
Yeah, and he's
but we
trying
don't
to
know.
terrorize
We
the
don't know
entire
for
world.
sure that he's not the light, or that he's. What if he's the shade, the bringer of shade?
Then screw
I don't feel like
prophecies,
we
let's
have
just
any.
kill him.
I don't have any good
Yeah, I know.
arguments
Let's just
as
kill him.
to.
You don't have any faith in yourself.
Just kill him.
Yeah.
I feel like I know what we're supposed to do, but I don't feel like I, in character, have a good way to explain why that's what we need to do.
I mean, if you squish Orang, yeah, it might enrage the orcs, but also there's no longer an Orang to conquer the North.
There's no leadership.
They're all splintered.
Yeah. And I don't think there being a Titan was a coincidence.
Yes, somebody found that
either
thing.
Orong is in league with whoever's the master behind the Titans in the first place.
Okay, that's the first thing that's helped out is that yes, they did have a Titan.
Yeah.
And we know the
That's a
Titans are
good
not
point.
good.
Yeah, we probably better squish anybody who can throw those at us.
So maybe the Titan was also there to reconnaissance his army as well, or he was there to guard it from reconnaissancing.
You know, I like
let's-
words.
Let's come
Real
back to
and
the
made
role
up.
playing.
If I thought that Orang was going to be a good leader, I don't care who I report to at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. I care about doing what's right and helping people. We have Delphin's report of them being in league with at least one Titan. We now have proof.
This is like the monster of the cave.
Yes. That's Delphin fought a similar creature in the air. I do not take the decision to go to war lightly. But we know that Orang is not what he appears to be. He is not just an orc leader. There is something more sinister happening.
Darkstar puts a hand on Wolf's shoulder because he still seems pretty like bent against.
He's not sold.
Well, yeah, he has the smallest force of all of the Urdan. I mean, it's about the same size as the Stir, but it's not. They're not half as powerful as the Stir Urdan. And so he kind of feels like a bit of a small fish, and is trying to bluster a little bit to compensate. Darkstar puts her hand on his shoulder, and he kind of like notices her and gives her some space, and she says, "I want to hear from the leader of the Stir Urdan. What does she have to say about this war with Orang?"
Sturden.
She appropriated their culture and renamed them.
She manifested that name. Okay.
She's waiting.
Sturden.
Thank you.
She leans over to Wolf and she goes, "Don't understand."
If you'd like to sign up for grammar classes, they're available on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
And you can speak the Urdan language.
Yes.
Can you?
She shook her head no.
No.
What is your say then to the war?
If Orang conquers the North, he's just going to keep going. We're the first blockade here.
So you believe that we should protect the Northerners?
A what?
The Northerners.
Oh, I heard ordiners.
No.
I don't speak Urdan. Yes, I think that we, as the Shadowbringers, have a duty to
And
protect the world.
Wolf speaks up. He goes, "And do you think that they would sacrifice themselves for us?"
If the Shadowbringers told them to, yeah.
God. Steps back, wasn't expecting that.
The Sturden have been rubbing off on Joan a little bit.
I like it. She speaks schoolyard now.
Yeah, we met in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a complete Thanksgiving situation, but it's close. I didn't give them smallpox.
Greytree speaks up and says,
Good. Please don't.
I do not wish to serve the orc. It is not something my people will take to, and we will fight them even if the rest of you decide to retreat.
Good attitude.
If the Euros stand with us and the Stir stand with us, then what does it matter if the Voss stand?
That's what it was.
And he kind of says that pointedly against his kind of bitter rival of many years. And
I hope it felt good.
Wolf is not pleased.
He's also not going to back down now.
Yeah,
He's called him a chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
So-
much. That was basically what he
He
did.
looks at Darkstar. They kind of share a glance, and he says, "The Voss will hold their ground."
Yeah, to have them retreat and the Euro stay, like that would be that'd be pretty messed up.
So, all right. But then Wolf goes, "I want one of ours to get the honor you bestowed on the Urdan."
I'm just in charge of the Sturden. It's you.
Which honor?
The medal.
The medals.
Medals?
You forgot already?
The great honor you bestowed to those heroes of the Euro. The Voss have a hero.
Okay.
Is it dire?
No. Definitely not.
It is. Okay.
He's the hero of their hearts.
Oh.
Okay.
He's the hero they want, not the hero they deserve.
That's what I was just going to say. Took it right out of my mouth.
You will honor our hero with one of your emblems.
Who was their best fighter?
I didn't give names to any of the other guys.
Mudbug?
Mudbug. Yikes.
Bug, but from the mud.
yeah. Just the,
Is his name just Mud?
No. I will say their
Insect.
Their fighting style is more akin to grappling.
they're wrestlers.
Yes, they're a lot more
Greek.
Wrestlers.
hand to hand kind of combat.
Sure.
If you will honor him, then we will accept being united with the rest of Durden.
Really?
Very well.
That's literally all you wanted?
Shh, jump.
Stop.
I have classes to teach.
Enid goes, "Do we not want one of the honors for the Durden?"
Hey, yeah, we want one of the orders of the Sturden.
I imagine that runner just like gets wide-eyed and looks at Joan real hard.
We want one of
I
them
nominate
honors
Edith.
too.
Is she your best fighter?
Yeah.
Very well.
And smartest.
And smart.
Enid.
Oh, Enid. I thought you said Edith.
She says, "Oh, please, great leaders, I have led the Sturden for many years. I need no more claim.
Enid.
But if you would give it to
Girl power, come on.
the one of ours that has distinguished themselves, it would be great for them to see that is a possibility all of our riders could reach for."
Everybody's going to fight for shiny things.
So no joke, my first thought before I thought about the medals on my chest, I was like, I'm going to grab a coat and I'm going to pull some buttons off and
They wouldn't know.
Joan would.
That's true, Joe would.
But you would know that they were buttons, but you would also know that
We
I
need
was
to-
doing it.
we need
No,
to
I
move
would know
on.
why you're
honestly.
doing
You
it.
guys, we're just.
All right, so the
Do you give him more medals? People, more medals?
so we have another ceremony where
I stay for this one.
Relnor gives medals to the other Urdan.
Where do you pull these ones from?
I'm gonna say there.
I had 10.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Are you all right giving 2 to the fire Urdan as well?
Sure.
Okay,
And 2 to the stirrer. 1 for the person, 1 for their horse.
so and yeah, so
Yes.
Nay.
all right, so 4 more.
Okay.
Go ahead and give us another little speech. This one's
Oh man.
How many medals do you have left?
in front of all of the Urdan.
Hey, you get another chance.
When we get back to Lestrade, you're going to be so demoted.
Yeah.
Medal? No, that's not how medals work. We'll have a
sure if you lose
whole
it, you stop being a
episode on
captain.
how
Yeah.
commendations work.
It's all
For
about the
your
crossbow.
For your bravery in combat and the strength you have shown to your comrades, I bestow upon you these commendations.
Does he have to roll?
Yes. That would be the next part
Eric,
of this.
Put it on your phone and tip your phone. Trust me on this. Your phone rolls good.
All right, roll for it.
Oh, you rolled yourself. 8.
He told you.
2.
Oh my gosh!
He
Next time, use your
told
phone.
you.
I'm just telling you. Your phone rolls way better than you do.
They can kind of tell that you're just doing it to try and even the ground.
I mean, it wasn't the best setup. Hey, we want one too. It's not all your fault.
but here's what I'll
It's a
say.
roll.
Here's what I'll say.
Physical pain right now.
Here's what I'll say. Can you just roll it off your phone just so we can see what would
I'm
happen?
curious. Yeah.
So like this, it's
Yeah.
sitting
And then
on my phone.
just tip it.
1.
Oh my gosh! Never mind. Never mind.
So here's what I'll say.
That's what I get for being superstitious.
Here's what I'll say.
Wait, I just rolled a 3, 2, 1.
What this
Those are my
did-
3 rolls tonight.
That's the
what
opposite
this-
of what I rolled earlier.
What this second speech has done is it's emboldened the three other groups, but the your Urdan are now a little less like emboldened that they see it's just been given out to everyone else.
Well, I mean, they should
But-
learn to share.
But the different warriors that each got a medal still feel super honored and
When
respected.
everyone's special, no one's special.
So,
you know,
Participation trophies.
being in charge really stinks sometimes.
It does.
especially when you're not very charismatic.
Yeah.
So I absolutely.
You need a
Zero
speaker.
charisma.
You need someone to speak for you.
If I was
Yeah.
going to remake
I'll do it.
Relnor right now, forget the hand crossbow, forget combat, just pouring everything into charisma.
Well,
So, what do you guys do to prep for the incoming forces?
Sleep.
okay, now we're going over tactics.
Yes. Now we're getting preparation.
No, the Sturden.
Oh, the Stern are going over tactics.
Yes,
They
we've
have
taken a break
tabled?
from arithmetic and grammar.
How much time?
Arithmetic now.
How much time do you spend with each unit?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to meet with like the leader of each unit and tell them. I'm going to delegate. So I tell them,
Smart.
you do this, do the da 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 da.
Okay.
And then they disperse that information or disseminate.
Sounds
that
good, sounds good.
information. It's going to take a long time though.
So you spend a lot of the rest of the day just going over tactics
Yes,
with your troops.
but each leader of each unit knows the other unit's plans too.
Okay.
just not
What's your
responsible
general plan for tactics?
We're going to be on our horses
Okay.
and we're going to kick some butt.
That'll
Laying
take
it
about
close
half the
to the
day. To communicate.
I can't tell you the plan. You are in charge of Orong's army. I'm
Yeah.
not giving you any deeds.
You're the enemy.
This is like the halftime speech. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of time. You can't really change much. You just have to boost them.
Do better. Get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still do this, probably.
rebound the ball. Get your
Or stop.
rebound. Stop.
There is some
fouling.
universe where we might survive this. Hopefully, this is the one.
Oh, we're in the end game now.
Yeah. Hey.
The evening has approached.
Am I awake?
Sure.
Long
Yeah.
rest has ended?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
You gonna roll your dice?
You've been up for 2 hours.
How you doing, Arch?
Still yawning. Fine.
All right. How's the bird?
The bird's fine.
Wonderful. You ready to kick some orc butt?
Hopefully better than we did earlier.
We didn't kick any orc butt earlier. We just kicked a bird butt,
Well,
a bat butt.
I meant but in general terms.
In general butts, we will kick them.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna go out to the captain's tent with Relnor.
Okay, so you're gonna stand next to Relnor in your golem.
Yep. Well, no, I'm not in my golem yet.
Okay.
I just want to be very clear. I'm 100% not prepared, but that is because I'm Kelsey. Joan is probably
It
fine.
is stone cold cool.
She offered up a petition to her god for the
Yes,
upcoming battle.
I'm sure she prayed for the gray knowledge.
Cool.
She's like, I don't really know what this is going to do for me, but tactics maybe?
She will face death with just as much emotion as she faces anything else.
All right.
0.
All right, Relnor.
She still has a little
Are
bit.
you
I
are
know,
you
I
kind
know.
of gonna be giving orders from the command tent again?
Yep.
Okay.
Relnor,
Delvin.
you want me to try and look for the captain, the leader?
Their big captain.
Or do you want me to... or,
They're large
yeah.
captain.
Do you want me to look for their
think it was
large
big.
captain, or do you want me to circle the skies and look for other titans?
Jones with us too. Perfect.
That sounded like Jones. Yola.
Oh man. Okay.
Just wanted to remind Joshua he hates.
I like to ask you what I should do so that when it goes wrong, I don't like to take any blame.
I know. I understand.
And Delphin said that.
So,
So honest.
Yeah.
Joan, you're going to be commanding your Sturden.
Yes.
Secondary duty. If you see a Titan, you're going to need to engage. Delphin.
Yes, sir.
Man, gosh.
Hand in my head.
Delphin.
Other hand behind my back. Attention.
You're going to be helping us fight the orcs as much as possible. If you
got
see
it.
a Titan, you're going to have to break off and deal with it. If
I'll
you
kill
see Orin, you need to come back and let me know, and we'll decide from there how
Should I try to take him alive?
No, if you see him, come back to me and
Kill him.
maybe after we've decided what to do.
Okay. Yes,
do
Captain.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What are you going to do if you see Orin?
I'm gonna go grab him and bring him back to you, and then we decide what to do.
No. You're going to come back to me and let me know, and then we're going to decide what we're
A
going to do.
horn sounds, and you hear a familiar rumbling noise.
Right. We'll go with you.
All right, so don't take him. Tell you where he is, and then we'll take him.
See, Ricky got the reference.
All right. The orcs are now approaching, and lines are being formed.
I run to my golem. I
They're-
take to the skies.
Just to communicate, they're multiple layers deep. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking hundreds of thousands of troops here, so...
So I'm flying up top, and I go, "Hey, Artemis." Nope. Hold on. I fly up and I say, "Hey, Archie.
Oi,
Can you communicate with Artemis?"
not yet.
Okay. I thought maybe we'd have like a walkie-talkie. That'd be cool. I don't know what that is. I thought we'd have some kind of connection to communicate. I don't know. Guess not. That's okay.
No.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
I say we first observe.
Okay. Observe.
Look for the place that we can be of the most use
Okay.
once the forces collide.
Gotcha.
And then we attack strategically.
Okay.
We need to make sure that when we attack, it counts.
Okay. All right. So we sit back, we watch,
Aye.
and then we decide what to do.
And save some power.
You got it.
Don't use it all up in the beginning.
Okay.
My guess is that they'll save some of their bigger tricks for
You think they might have more Titans?
They could. If they do, it'd be smart not to throw them all at us at the beginning.
True. Odds are they won't need them.
We have us.
All right. Sounds good. That's my arrow conversation is over. Sorry.
War.
What is it good for?
About 25
Absolutely
episodes.
nothing.
Hopefully 4 or 5 is good. Were you gonna say something?
Just waiting
Okay.
for the war.
All right. The troops are approaching. They're running at you, Relnor.
Have they been running this whole time?
So we
They're
have
gonna be
our...
exhausted,
Probably.
They're probably really tired.
They are.
but there's still a lot of tired swords.
We have our lit torches out marking the ranges.
Yep, and I'll say it is like dusk. Like the sun is just
Perfect.
leaving the horizon.
Okay. So
Son.
they're not
means-
quite to the first set of torches yet.
They're approaching. Yeah.
Archers, knock your arrows.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back
Who's
to the
there?
original plan
Okay.
of the hill.
They reach the first line.
Loose.
Arrows are loose.
Whoa.
Tons of arrows get fired way out.
I
into
think
the,
it looks really cool from the top.
That was a nice sound effect, Josh.
Thank you. I did it last time, so I honestly couldn't find a good sound effect for arrows, so I just
good.
did it. They reach the second line.
Shepherds, loose your slings.
Slings loose, lots of stones fling into the oncoming troops, and then literally just seconds later, boom! They crash. The two forces collide in a massive
Do
battle.
we need to roll any kind of initiative?
Go ahead, everybody, roll me initiative for the sake of just figuring out who's going when.
Good luck, friends.
You roll as well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
7.
26.
19.
6.
Yes. Team us.
Team us.
What did you get?
7.
You beat me.
By 1.
Yay. Yay.
Once you guys get golems, it'll get better.
Okay.
I have a penny.
That's true.
She doesn't help my
Which
initiative.
I'm excited to find out what Penny is.
I know.
All right. So the
Wait, I
forces
already know.
the forces are colliding, and it's clear that for now they're kind of evenly pushing back and forth against each other. Then, however, in the midst of the battle, you hear a kind of pulsating sound and see a wave of urdan just go flying backwards from what looks like some kind of magical blast.
Oh, shoot. Magic. Forgot about magic.
Forgot it was a thing.
Dolphin
And,
notices
and
it.
A few moments later, yeah, you see it happen again.
Did Dolphin see where it came from? He's got good eyesight.
It's coming from like the very center middle of this engagement.
Okay, I need a runner to run over there and tell me what's going on.
Yeah, no, someone.
Can I swoop down and look?
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
Yeah.
I do that.
You swoop down and you see a single orc stands about almost a head above the rest of the orcs, and there's some kind of strange, large stone thing with magical light coming off of it.
I knew Orang was from there.
And every time he kind of thrusts it out towards a group, it either fires in a straight line, just shooting everything in that path, or it fires in a wide cone that just blasts everyone away. And he's just rinsing through the urdan in front
Can
of him.
I make an action?
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it. Yeah.
Dolphin's making an executive decision.
Okay. So instead of
That's
doing what you
rare.
said you would do,
He said Orang.
I wonder what this will be.
He said Orang.
how are you going to know who Orang is?
I don't know. So, I assume he's looking like look cooler than other
That was probably a conversation the two of you should have had.
Yeah, probably. I blame Relnor for that one. So I'm gonna swoop down and attack this guy with my talon.
I mean, taking out the guy that's rinsing the urdan's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, he said to look for the point where we're needed.
Yeah.
It looks like a point where we're needed.
Yeah.
And while I'm going back and telling Relnor that our people have been blasted, they're gonna keep being blasted.
Yeah.
Just for our listeners, Ricky is
I also
rolling on his
have
phone.
Dolphin has a thought that is kind of fun.
Okay.
Oh, a fun thought.
Yeah.
I remember those.
A fun thought.
Poor Relnor.
So I'm gonna attack him with my talon.
Okay.
Swoop down and attack him.
Go ahead and do it.
21 to AC.
That is a hit.
He is grappled
Okay.
and 12 damage.
Okay. He takes a 12 damage.
And I'm going to now fly away with him. Fly away with me.
All right. You take him up.
Yep.
Joan, you're up.
Is the sun rising over the sun or over the hill?
Yes, it is. I mean, there's no real hill but the horizon.
Is it blinding?
Horizon. It's not
We're
blinding.
flanking them.
Okay. How are you flanking them?
I'm not good at this.
She was thinking about the original plan of like coming in from the sun. If
Yeah.
the sun
Yeah.
is setting.
So-
You can come from the
because-
sunset. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not blinding light though. That's all I'm saying. Like it's not. But I will say the dim light does mess with vision.
it's
Like,
still
it does-
cinematic as heck.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
You got kind of that. You got that sweet backlighting. You're like a silhouette of stone with some orange.
Oh, like
Lines.
Gandalf on the third day.
Yeah, a little bit. You come at them from the west, with the sun setting behind you.
Yes.
As you just run into that side of the orc troops.
Yes.
So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do specifically with your golem and your troops?
They have swords, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Swords and some have spears.
Then they're gonna draw
Okay.
and charge.
All right. And you're just gonna lead them in.
I'm staying back a little bit.
Okay.
So I can survey.
Okay. So the golem is kind of standing with the horse running past it
Yes.
into the army. Okay. All right. They start cutting into the orc forces, and you can see that a good line of them are cutting through, but some are getting taken by the.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Why do you think I was having such a hard time trying to justify this battle?
In the talons of
It's supposed to be family
Archimedes and Dalphin, Orang Fellhammer
It is Orang.
levels his Fellhammer at.
He has a hammer and a gun hand.
No, the gun hand is his Fellhammer.
Oh dang.
And
Okay. Interesting.
that's
But
how
Lucy only has one thing.
that's how it got its name.
Oh, because it just slams people with force power.
You need to roll me a DC 19 dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 25.
Whew, okay. You take 11 damage as a blast of energy shoots out from his Fellhammer, but it doesn't hit you directly or mess with your.
Just kind of
Your
zaps
grip.
me a little bit. Okay, cool.
And Relnor,
Perfect.
you're up, my dude.
Obed.
He's there.
Obed, you have the battlefield. I need to go into combat.
You're certain.
Yes.
Very well.
You know what to do. I trust you. I'm going to try to bolster the troops, and there is something going on over there.
He reaches out his hand.
Yep.
Kind of have an arm clasp.
Okay.
Do you take it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you take it, and he says, "May you bring the shade,
We are Urdan true.
Urdan true."
Did Relnor see me take that guy?
I mean, he probably saw you take a guy.
Yeah.
I don't know that, like...
He said. He
Yeah,
saw
I don't know
some
what's
stuff.
going on, but I'm seeing waves
Yeah, that's
of
what I mean.
people going back. Something's going on. I'm going to try to...
Okay.
There's clearly something unique.
I just
It's
don't know
not
if you
just
saw me
orcs
swoop
over
into
there.
that area.
I probably did.
So, okay.
Actually, that's actually fair. I probably saw Delphin swoop down and grab somebody. I'm like, son of a gun.
Cool. So you're then making your way into the battle. Awesome. I'm going to actually make a round for the actual war happening
Okay.
at large.
Go for it.
So as this conflict's going, that center point where Orang was eating into your lines, like just cutting through it.
Okay.
And kind of creating some fear and dread. Dalphin removed that, but there still has been created somewhat of a weak point right there. Where Grey Tree is, his forces are continuing to push forward, but they're not cutting into the lines anywhere near like what Orang was doing.
Sure.
However, Joan's riders, her cavalry, are cutting into the sides of wherever they are. The orc kind of fall back, and some even flee. But they haven't really been big enough to cause a major shift anywhere yet.
Sure.
And the line keeps kind of pushing, but it is steadily moving back towards you. So the orcs are pushing forward. Dalphin,
All right.
you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna peck his head.
Okay, go for it.
25 to AC.
That's a hit.
Are you death kissing him again?
Oh yeah. 25 to damage.
Okay.
And I'm also going to continue to fly kind of at a 45-degree angle upward, like back to my line, like to my people, to the the Urdan,
The Urdan, yeah.
but also at an upward angle. So like I'm flying away from his people, but also high.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop him.
And you're just gonna let go?
Yeah, probably. Not right now, but yeah, eventually.
Oh, okay. All right, Joan, you're up. You see your forces doing well, but they're not really causing a shift in the tide.
Okay, then I will goat in.
Okay. All right, Joan's
Goat
joining the fray.
in.
Get it?
But
I got it.
Exactly, thank you.
I got it.
Cool. Go ahead and tell me what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna multi-attack. That's 1 ram and 2 hooves.
All right.
Into the mass.
Bam, bam.
Sweet. Head down. Just gonna start going in.
I love it. Bowling for buzzards. Get some every time. Lion King.
That's
23.
All right. That's a hit for sure.
11 damage.
Cool.
And then for hooves, that's a natural 20 for the first one.
wow.
For the first hoof.
Yes.
Natty 20.
You stepping on somebody.
Okay.
Real hard.
Stomped.
24
Okay.
damage for the first hoof. And then 24 is my next attack roll.
Okay.
And that is 14.
Okay. As your troops are kind of fighting in there, they notice that your golem is starting to come in. So they start to split in kind of into two, almost making a little aisle for you amidst the orcs. And the ones at the kind of open end only just realize what's happening before your goat just starts slamming into them.
Yes.
And
this was part of the plan. We talked about this in our tactic meeting.
Awesome. And so you end up kind of showing up, and you end up routing some of the orcs that were beginning to encircle some of the Yoro and Fire Urdan in that area.
Good.
And once you ram through them with your horns, then you raise up with both of your feet, kind of like
my hinds.
churning in the air. Your front legs churning in the air, and then slamming down on the orcs, causing almost like a bit of a shockwave out from you. And so all of the orcs in that area that see you begin to retreat from the golem in fear.
Okay.
And start running scared. And we are back to the Fellhammer, and he's going to try and break free from this
At like 40 feet in the air?
these talons. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Go
it's
for
a
it.
strength, right?
Your choice, strength or dexterity.
Yeah. He's going to do strength. 25.
Yep, he's out.
Okay. As he reaches his hand down, you see the kind of gun hand or whatever that he had. It almost, the shell of it almost kind of comes back and reveals a hand. Becomes more of like a
gauntlet.
Yeah, like a gauntlet. And he grabs the stone talons and just pulling them out.
Okay.
And then lets go and flies down. And
Do I get an opportunity attack?
Starts falling. No.
No?
No. I don't think that to me that doesn't. He's just falling. He's not like.
Can't hurt to ask.
Okay.
He's not engaging and then unengaging.
Okay, gotcha. That's probably fair. That's fair.
Relnor.
So as I am trying to get to whatever that commotion is, I would try to grab a horse to try to get there faster.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say you're on a horse and you're getting there. Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I thought about that last time. I
Yep.
forgot to say it. But
Yeah. You can. By the time it's your chance, you have the chance to attack. You're on the horse. You're there. Yeah.
So what do I see?
You see just a line of orcs that seem super emboldened.
Okay.
Cutting through a largely Euro line. And it's very sparse. It's not very thick. So people are kind of moving out and almost starting to run scared.
Okay.
So you're kind of almost fighting a current of partially fleeing Urdan as your horse kind of rides forward.
So I'm going to use menacing attack.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Atop your horse.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he says as if that's
If I don't
a
have to
no-brainer.
dismount yet, I ain't gonna dismount in case I gotta get away.
Yeah.
That's just being smart, Josh.
totally what it was.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use a menacing attack on the orc line.
'Kay.
I'm gonna pick an orc, whoever looks the meanest, biggest, captainiest,
Yeah.
whoever's over there.
Captainius.
There's a big, strong guy that's been throwing Urdan around.
be a cool
yeah,
name.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to attack him with my hand crossbow with sharpshooter on it.
Okay.
10 to hit.
That's a miss.
That is a miss.
That was
Okay.
a fierce miss, though, man.
It's all right. You're not used to fighting, shooting arrows on horseback. So it makes sense.
Bonus attack, or my bonus action to attack again
Yep.
with my hand crossbow. We'll do sharpshooter again on this one.
Uh-oh.
Famous last
That's
words.
a 9. So that's going to be a miss as well.
That's a miss as well.
Okay. So I'm assuming my maneuver stays active.
It's
until I
it's
hit.
activated by a hit.
Yeah,
So you
okay.
actually can't do like that type of attack unless you're successful first.
So those were my attacks.
So,
I
okay.
missed.
So Relnor, you're running into the heat of battle, trying to go. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll me a charisma. Let's do a charisma.
Come on, look heroic.
Persuasion.
Yeah, let's
Look
be
heroic.
honest. The orcs are so
It's-
thick. They don't know who I was aiming at.
I'm saying
sure
there's-
I hit somebody in the background.
There's a chance just riding against the tide of people running away.
It's a 10.
Yeah, if you can't
Okay.
be effective, you might as well look effective.
So it's you're having a hard time. You're having a hard time getting in there.
I like how he tried to.
I was like,
blunt
I've never
that
rode a
edge.
horse before.
I was gonna have you roll that.
backwards on the horse.
I was gonna have you roll that no matter what. I just
Yeah.
you kind of failed a little bit at everything. So, but not terribly at all. Like just a little bit at all.
Failed a little bit at everything.
So Relnor, you're running against the tide of battle, and you're getting some of the troops to kind of turn and start following you.
Yeah.
But you're firing and missing, and I think you're just a little distracted by the chaos of the battle, and probably wondering what's going on with Dalphin. Somehow we can blame him for this.
Yeah, let's do that instead. The chaos in
Aw.
battle.
Oh,
I'm
you're
used
like
to.
Mel Gibson in Patriot.
Yeah, there you go.
People were retreating, and he's like, no, and he grabs the flag. And
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But no one notices yet.
Let's see if I live to my next turn.
Okay. Now the tide of battle is starting to shift a little bit in the way of the Urdan. Relnor has started to get some of the retreating troops to bring back the line, shakily, but they are following his lead. And Joan is just killing it on the western edge of the engagement.
Figuratively and literally.
Making room for the Euro and the Fire Urdan that are there to start to advance very strongly against the oncoming enemy. And Orang has been absent from the battle for a little while, so his presence has not helped the orcs. Dalphin, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to swoop down. onto Orung. I don't know, it's Orung on the orc.
As he's falling.
As he's falling, I'm gonna attack him with my talons.
Okay, you're gonna attack him, but not catch him. Or
I'm
you
gonna try to grapple him. Yeah.
Okay,
If the attack is successful, I grapple.
Sure.
He probably hasn't fallen too far because he's not actually flying. He's just falling.
Yeah.
With style.
Did you roll a 1?
No, that's a 17 to AC.
It's a miss.
For realsies?
For realsies.
You butts. All right.
He's not as strong as the Titan, but yeah.
He's still beefy.
Yeah.
All right, so then I'm just going to kind of follow him down
Okay.
as during my turn. Yeah.
All right. So you try and swat at him, but he's just such a smaller like object.
Yeah.
When it comes to what you're grabbing, you're just not able to get your paws on him. As he's falling, actually it's Joan's turn.
Hello.
Hello. So you started to rout this end of the battle.
Yep.
And it looks like you guys are starting to advance. Orcs are starting to run. Basically, what Orung was doing to the center line, you are doing to the western edge
Great.
against the orcs.
Better than he's doing it.
Yes, he's not there.
Yeah.
He's in the air.
Yeah. So your troops are
in the air.
your troops are starting to really gain some momentum and shift the push of battle.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say clear again. That's our code word.
And they start to form another little
V.
horseshoe.
Quack. 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 Quack.
No, that's a V.
No, they start to form a little aisle for your goat to run through.
Perfect. And I'm gonna multi-tack again.
Okay.
Get another crit. Kills you with the crits. Coming in with the crits.
That would be a 15 on the ram.
That's still good.
Oh, okay. Well,
You can hit somebody with that.
Basic orcs
She
have
is
a DC
pleasantly
of
surprised.
13.
13.
That's a hit as well.
No, that was the damage.
Oh, okay, great.
And then hooves.
It would also be a hit if it were.
That would be a 22 for the first attack roll.
Yep.
Nope.
With a 18 max damage.
Nice.
For the damage. And then a 14 attack roll with 13 damage.
Okay.
Yeesh.
And so the aisle gets split again, and you start just running through. And at this point, you're cutting in so much that there are actual like units of orcs that are starting to retreat from you.
Okay.
That seem almost like there's no leadership. No one's telling them where to go, what to do.
Classic.
They're just getting completely destroyed.
Knew that was gonna
And
happen.
so you're hearing the cheers of your Urdan and Fire Urdan from behind you guys. Now, Orung, on his way down as he's falling,
Okay, but I had a plan.
as he starts to approach the ground, he thrusts his kind of arm cannon forward, and just as he's getting close to the ground, he fires a blast in kind of a cone arc, and it kind of pushes out against the ground and kind of gives him some like cushion before he hits.
Does he take any fall damage?
He takes a little bit of fall
Okay.
damage. Yeah, but nowhere near what he would have taken from like just a straight.
I mean, he would have been dead, right?
Yeah.
Dang it.
So, and it is Relnor's turn.
Yeah.
So you're at the front lines.
Yeah.
Doing battle with orcs. I will say, doing battle atop a horse with a crossbow is going to get tricky as you start to get amidst the orcs. But you do have about 15 Urdan Stree that kind of are helping to make room for you.
I'm going to dismount.
Okay.
Man, that big orc is doing a lot of damage. I don't
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah.
I missed him. We're going to hit him again. I mean,
You're going
for
to
the
try.
first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to try.
You're going to aim at him again. And hit
There
him
are no
this time.
promises when
Crossbow.
Relnor is rolling.
Hand crossbow with sharpshooter.
I believe
Sure.
in you. You're going to hit him. You're
you
going to
sure
hit
you
him
want to do
hard.
sharpshooter?
He always wants to do
It's a 10. That's the same roll I rolled first time last
What would it
time.
have been if you didn't do sharpshooter? Just out of curiosity.
So for my bonus action, I'll do a second attack.
Okay.
Hand crossbow on him.
All right, go ahead and do your bonus attack.
Man, that's 3 low rolls. I think I should go for sharpshooter again.
It's up to you, man. I wouldn't.
Sharpshooter gives you a negative though, right?
To
Yeah,
attack.
it's to
but
my
a
attack.
Positive to damage.
Like you could have hit all those attacks if you didn't take that
It
negative.
would have been 15
Probably.
to AC.
Yes, you would have made every single attack you've tried. If
I
you
really
weren't
wanted
doing
to get
sharpshooter.
greedy with the damage.
Here was my
He wants to hit harder, not at all.
I want this guy to get hit and go down. And I
Right.
want everyone to see it.
But 3 successful hits
have to
probably
hit him
would have
to do
done
that,
it
though,
by
man.
this point.
That's the
So
key.
what's one more? Hand
do
crossbow
the-
with sharpshooter.
I like your true to your character.
18.
There you go.
Way to stick to your guns, man.
You mean his cross?
It's hard.
Dang it, you beat me to it. I was about to say about taking a drink of water.
It's hard to figure out what to
it's
do.
good.
Okay, so hold on. So
I
that's
stole your joke.
It's always lame when you make a joke off whatever you say, so it's not that you made it.
No, you can build on what you say. You can improve on.
which one's the superiority die? Is that a
It's an 8.
so 16 damage? There were 2 1s rolled right there.
They had to go somewhere. At least it wasn't your attack roll.
Yep.
16 damage, and if he survives, he's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
You take him out.
So
Since
I one-shotted him, can I
Yeah.
have that frighten apply to like a few orcs around him or something that they're frightened for a turn?
yeah,
to
sure.
help turn the tide of battle. That's what
do they have to roll?
Wisdom saving throw
You know what your DC is?
14.
Okay. They fail.
Okay, so they're frightened.
I kind of picture it. You get off your horse just because you were frustrated at the inability to hit while riding. But then, just angrily, you just start walking, beelining it towards this guy. Just fire. You know what I mean? Just like till you get him. So I think that's really cool.
Nice.
And go ahead and roll me another charisma, but advantage because you did such a good job taking this guy out.
8. 18.
So, as you kind of just step forward, your urdan tree that are kind of your guards or whatever, they don't even notice you because they weren't expecting you to just walk past them. But you basically, you walk through their lines of defending you and just knock this guy out in front of everybody. And there's this surge of, you just start to hear, Drew, and the...
Huzzah!
and as people start to cheer and push forward, and this little group of orcs starts to retreat, kind of stumbling over their allies behind them. The whole area kind of starts to have momentum behind you.
Okay.
And the your urdan street immediately begin to cover you again and start to push out the orcs that are nearby.
Okay.
So the tide of battle has begun to shift. Everything is pushing forward in favor of the Yoro. Orung has only just started to get back on his feet, and he's surrounded by the urdan.
Yeah.
The cavalry, the Sturden, are creating a sizable push
They're just
on the
rinsing
western
the
edge
west
of the battle, while Relnor
exactly.
has just shifted the tide in the center in favor of the urdan.
Flex.
At that moment, as the battle seems to start to shift in favor of the Yoro, several pockets within the front line start to erupt, and different little elements even behind the front line start to erupt. Or armored orcs riding large, almost horse-sized scorpions
Gross.
Great.
burst from under the earth and begin to start
Oh, dang.
snapping into
Thanks.
the lines.
I hate it.
Joan, you notice 2 or 3 popping up around your riders and starting to do battle with them. And Relnor, right behind you, one of these scorpion riders bursts forth, and you're now faced. You and your troops are faced with one of these monstrosities. So all this chaos has just been thrown into battle. Orung is preparing his fellhammer once again.
Great.
And these guys are not fighting in any formation. They're incredibly scattered, but wherever one of them is, it starts to create a shift in the tide. And that is where we're going to end.
Because we're really ending too.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
Dang
three.
it.
It's gonna be like 3 weeks.
gonna be
till we
3
actually
No,
weeks.
resolve
two.
this.
Two.
Yeah, just a
Three?
couple, I think.
It's 3 weeks from yesterday.
Good.
It's not till May 4th.
It'll be a little bit of time. Who knows what will happen next in the war of the world, the war at the world bridge.
Well, we don't, so let's
I
find
like the
out.
War of the World Bridge.
No, I changed it. It's
Why?
war. It's the war at the world bridge.
doesn't sound as good.
Because I don't want to just make it like the book, like for the
War
sake
of the
of
Worlds,
it.
right.
Yeah.
It's a play on words.
No, I don't need to be cute.
Okay.
I do.
It's like you were like half cute, but it like didn't work.
No. Thank you everyone so much for listening. I was gonna say watching. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching with your ears.
Yeah, for watching with your ears. If you're enjoying this podcast, you're having fun in this epic war, please give us a 5-star review on iTunes. That would really mean a lot to us. We read through a lot of those and enjoy getting your feedback. Also, if you want to connect with us on social media, you can find us on Twitter and Facebook at The Titan Pod. And lastly, if you'd like to be more involved with the show and kind of help us actually make this this fun content for you and get access to even more stuff, you can join us on Patreon at patreon.com/the Titan Pod, where you can support us at different levels and get access to some other behind the scenes and fun content, one of which will be a post show that we're going to record right after we're done with this episode. So yeah, I think that's all. I can't remember if I say anything else, but on the subject of patrons, thank you, patrons, so much for your support. We just had a big influx of people the last month.
For real?
So yeah, like 12, 15 new people.
Dang.
Really cool. So yeah, it's awesome. And they're hopping into Discord and they get to chat with us. And
I have noticed people jumping in Discord.
I love it when we get new people in
share
Discord.
fan theories
I
and
love
all
our
that
old ones
stuff.
too.
So
But I
anyway, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate the support, and we appreciate all of you for listening. As always, I'm your host and Dungeon Master Joshua. Going around the table, we have
June.
Duffin.
Winnie.
I'm here to chew bubblegum and kill scorpions, and I'm all out of bubblegum Relnor.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. Winnie,
Yes.
you, Bordeaux, and about 15 other orcs from the well
Ooh.
are cresting a small hill and are now seeing this massive combat. Anything you say or do?
Well, who's ready?
And all of the 15 orcs from the well begin like powering up their armor and weaponry. Bordeaux actually is the only one without armor. He's got a big. He just got a big sword.
Because he's
So,
legit.
Yeah.
Winnie, can Winnie do anything awaken me?
So epic.
Sure. You have your own suit of kind of cool armor mixed in with your robes a little
All right,
bit,
all
like
right, all
shoulder
right.
pads and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
So Winnie does the lock and load motion with her fist, and she goes, "Let's do this."